Hello everybody, it's your boy Fat Ninja 2000 here, and I have another Apex video for you guys. I think I dropped a 12 bomb, 13 somewhere around there. Not really for sure, but this time there's no delay with this, so everything's good from what I've seen. So I'm gonna explain in this video on how to get good at first-person shooter games, and my personal opinions and my personal ways on how I got better. So, first and foremost, to get good is to play and learn the meta of the game and how the game works. Basically, essentially, as what I mean is that, so like for instance, the movement on this game is different from other battle royale games. With, Fortnite, you can't slide, you can't go as quickly, the movement is just basically basic. The only thing that you could work with is your building, but we're not talking about Fortnite here, we're talking about some good old ass Apex. But anywho, and like, Black Ops 4 Battle Royale, you can slide, you can use that to your advantage as well. And by the way, sorry if you can see a game case right here, I have my camera propped up, but anywho. No, excuse me. So that's firm and foremost. So that way you get a general idea, you get a feel for it. And like in my videos of Apex, you'll see I slide a lot, quite often, especially going down hills. You want that speed, you want to get to your destination quickly, especially if you got to worry about the storm that's on your ass. See, another thing with like these battle royale games, you do not want to get caught into the storm or whatever,
That scared the shit out of me.
because if you do, you're gonna get caught with your pants down, and if you're gonna fight a squad, you're losing health, and if you have no shield and you get shot at while you're losing health, that's not a good thing. Even when you're losing only 1 HP with the first ring. And yeah, you're only using 1 HP, that's no big deal. But what if, you're fighting more than one squad, even just one squad alone, if they take your armor away, it's game over, because once you start losing health and you have no armor and they shoot you like a few times, especially with some of the guns in here that do a insane amount of damage, like the R99 for an example. R99 has it's so fast of a fire rate, it will take your armor away in an instant, and it'll take your health away in an instant. So you have to be careful. The R99 is very strong up close, even at long range as well. Well, medium, not so much long range, because it's just too fast. Now, for instance, like you just seen me close the door when I was running out. Another thing that you should do is when you got people on your tail, like in that situation right there, and you're around a building, if you open up a door or if the door's already open, you want to close that door. Because when you open up the doors in Apex, they make a sound, you can hear it easily. And that will indicate that they're either coming after you, they're chasing you, so that way you can get a heads up before you get shot at. Now, another thing that you want to work on as well, another key thing that you want to learn, is that your accuracy, how you control the recoil. Learn different recoil patterns, because that's going to save you in the long run. Think about it. If you're not accurate, and if you don't know how to control the recoil, you're going to potato sometimes, and you're not going to get your kill. You're not going to be proficient with your kills. Now, like, as you see here, you want to take your time. You don't want to, rush it too much. I'm a guy that likes to run around and rush. And, like, right here, I potato a little bit. But, up close ranges, like how this is, most of the time, it's best to blind fire and not aim in. And the reason for it is because when you aim in, you can't really move around quickly when you're aimed in.
Oh, we killed the
If you're
champion.
blind firing, you have full movement to your advantage, so you can use that against the other person. That's tip 2 for the accuracy. And just in case you guys want to know how to control your accuracy or whatever, just get into a game one time. Don't even take it seriously. Get into a game and just pick up any gun, and shoot the gun and get a feel for it. Some guns are better just by tapping your trigger to shoot it because you're more accurate and you'll do more damage. Now, for instance, if you want to control your recoil, you want to take your right analog stick and you kind of want to hold it down when you shoot. You don't want to press it all the way down because then you're just going to look all the way down and you're not going to be accurate or hit all your shots. And yes, I'm not perfect with my aim. I'm not God tier, but I can tell you one thing though. I'm learning on how the system works a lot more and improving on my aim. Also, you want to play a lot. A lot of people, they play games in their own ways. They learn differently on how to play. Some people can play for hours and hours and hours and get good. Some people can play for an hour and get good like that. A lot of people are fast learners with gaming. Some are slow. And that's okay. We all have our own time to improve, in which that is fine. Now, I'm a guy that learns very quickly and catches on. So I'm going to learn stuff a lot faster. And I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's how I learn. Watching other YouTubers play can also help, but also going up against people that are better than you. Because then, if you go up against people that are better than you, you'll get a general idea of what they do, and you can use that to your advantage as well, but change it up a little bit. Like how I did with Call of Duty. Now, sometimes that won't work for other people. Sometimes they want to learn, by themselves, in which that's perfectly fine. Sometimes self-teaching yourself is a lot better than watching other people play. Just for the simple fact that it's your own little system that you have, and you don't have to work off of everybody else's. But yeah, so far you want to know how the game plays out. You want to know the system. You just want to know everything about it. Because sometimes you don't really want to go into a game and not know what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how the game's played, and you just play it and you want to get better, then you're not going to get good. And I know a lot of people might disagree with my decisions or my opinions and what I think about it. But that's generally what I think because, like I said, if you're going into a game and you don't know how the system works, you don't know how it plays out, then you're not gonna know how people play as well, and you're not gonna know how the engine plays. So that's another big part. And like I said, recoil, accuracy, because then you're gonna get more bullets put into the person that you're shooting at, and you're gonna get more kills. Also, playing it smart too in this. See, I play rushy. I don't like to hang back or anything. And like, for an example, like Bloodhound, if anybody's Bloodhound mains and they don't know much about Bloodhound, when you activate his ultimate, you actually move a lot quicker, as you see in the video. You can also see footsteps. Enemies are highlighted in red. And that can be a really good advantage if you know how to slide, if you know how to jump, you know how to do all that, and you're crazy good with the movement system. This ability, anything that has anything to do with speed, like Octane, Bloodhound, even Bangalore, because her passive, when she gets shot at or shot directly, she gets a boost of speed for a short amount of time, so you can use that to your advantage in close distances. And I self-taught myself with most of the games. I didn't really watch a lot of YouTubers. The only time I watch YouTubers is for good class setups with Call of Duty. But I can explain how to get good and tips and tricks, how to get good at Call of Duty in another video. But mainly this is going to be generally around Apex or just Battle Royale games. Now, how I have my control set up with this game is to where I have it to where my right analog stick is my crouch button and not my circle. For the simple fact, I'm using my right analog stick the most, and it's just a lot simpler and a lot easier. Because hitting your circle button and meleeing with your right, it's a lot of work to do. Now, if you play Claw, that's going to be a good system for you, because when you play Claw, your finger will do all the work for these buttons right here. then your thumb will be there for, of course, for the reasons to look around, melee, or crouch. I have it to where I have to hold down my button. For that is, I don't use it a lot in my videos, but you'll see that when I slide, you can see me bouncing off the ground. And you'll see other YouTubers do that on PC. It's because, one, you're getting a little bit more of a momentum boost going, and you can knock off shields and syringes and med kits off while you're sliding, and you're more likely to survive a little bit better with that because you're not a sitting duck. And another trick with this game as well, if you go into a doorway and you know somebody's going to come up behind you, you can close it and stand directly on the door and heal up, because they can't open up that door. So it's either going to force them to find another way in, which it gives you time to either get off, a syringe, maybe a med kit possibly, or a shield cell, or just a regular shield. Well, a regular, cell. Oh, I forgot what you call them. But then, like I said, they're going to be forced to do something else. If they start kicking down the door, you're going to have a bigger advantage, because your gun's already going to be up. And they're still going to be in that animation and just getting out of it when you have your gun up and you can shoot. That's another tip you can do. And, just communication is also another big thing. A lot of people don't use their mics when they play Battle Royale games or objective-based game modes, because I have no idea. I think it's just stupid. I mean, if you have a mic, even if you don't have a mic, and if there's a ping system, use it.